one, and we are live. Everyone, welcome. I am your host and curator, Music Lord, and welcome back to episode 3 of Chaos Controlled. Tonight's topic is a very interesting one, to say the least. It's very spooky, so if you don't believe in this kind of stuff, then this is not a place for you. Go ahead and send it to me once it's there. If you're wondering what I'm saying, I'm going to post a stream on my socials. That way others can join us tonight. Anyways, tonight I'm once again joined by Neko.
Blah.
After Neko is, of course, the always funny Sugar Plum. Followed, and then, of course, following our audio listener, Tree.
Hello.
And after that, it's Kieran.
Hello.
And, of course, then you know me. That just tastes horrid.
You don't like cherry Coke?
I like cherry Coke, but that doesn't taste good.
What?
No!
I was like, you just said
You didn't want it!
you never give me a chance. Answer.
Here, take it. I don't want it anymore. You guys can share it.
He's got extra Sprite.
You got extra Sprit?
Is this diet? No.
It shouldn't be.
No.
Who's doing that?
God.
I thought that was him.
Inner demon coming out.
Oh my god, this is going to be perfect. This is going to be perfect for D&D. Speaking of, if you didn't see our last update, we are going to be doing a D&D session in 2 weeks. We're going to start D&D. So,
I'm sorry, I was trying to see my other voices for this campaign.
oh god, I'm scared now.
What? You don't like my prophecy my other voices?
No, I do, but I thought it was Neko who was doing that voice, not you. Yours is a growl. Shush, I'm still updating everything.
No.
Patience, children.
Silence.
Children of the corn, shut up!
Silence. Kill you.
We are the Knights who say...
No.
What? Who? Huh?
Creepy. You got the demonic tone.
Shut up, you bitch. Huh? What? Huh? Who?
No!
No. You're dangerous. Get away. Fart butt. Get away.
I mean, we could at least make that.
Hey!
sound.
Have a bone.
Welcome.
It's from his dead corpse.
Welcome, we got 2 people in the chat.
Nick, he's got a boner for you.
Shut up!
I'm glad I did not take a drink at that moment.
It's a dog bone. Which is being stupid.
Go. Da-da, yada, yada.
What picked up?
Shh, we can't sing it. We're in trouble.
What are you picking up?
Oh,
It's always fun to get in trouble.
Where is my link?
God dang. That sounded intense.
you don't get kisses.
He gets all.
When it never does that, you can barely hear it.
Barely hear what?
Her demon.
What, mine?
Your
Go.
demon. Barely hear it.
Can you?
Oh,
I mean, I
excuse
have to
me.
raise my voice
Jeez
more if I
Louise.
want to talk like that. You really want me to talk like that in stream?
Hey, look, we have people here actually in the stream, so
Oh my God! We love you.
we love you all. Thank you
What
all.
the hell is wrong with you?
Everything.
I don't know what's going on. We just have insanity. Then again, this is chaos.
Shut up!
Chaos.
I don't even know where I came from.
Oh, look what you done. You done made the baby wake up.
I'm sorry.
Teddy bear. I'm trying to get this to go through on Snap. It's not going to work. Attach to Snap. Right there. Yes, it finally worked. Thank God. So we have Cameron in our chat, and we have Rosa. It's nice to see you both here. And who else is here?
It tastes good, but it tastes weird.
Cameron.
What is that?
Rose.
And then we have you.
Tastes like root beer.
I don't know the other.
Good.
Tastes like Diet root beer.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Like it don't taste bad.
Like diet was.
so no revolution, damn it. We're gonna have
Revolution.
we're gonna have a
Revolution.
tame stream. So help me God. No Squid Game. No Squid Game.
God's got no help in your programming.
What programming?
You can say, yeah, I know that.
Squid Game is actually really good.
I've never seen it. But that's not what we're talking about tonight.
Tonight is paranormal.
That is me. Anyways, what we are talking about is, as Sugar Plum said creepily, we are talking about paranormal experiences. So ghosts, demons, you know.
Creepy stuff.
Cameron, no pin 15. Get that shit out of
It
here.
picked up this time?
No, the pin.
Excuse me.
Big gap between.
He was sucking on that dick again.
No! It's a dog's job.
Yeah, because the dog keeps licking people's dicks. I'm scared. I'm scared we're gonna say stupid stuff and it's just gonna get demonetized.
Yeah.
Because this is not for children. I'm gonna say that right now. This is like 16 plus.
Are you sure it's 16 plus?
Yes.
18 plus.
You sure we don't go that
Now we're
much
talking
into
about dogs.
details?
If we're gonna,
Oh,
no,
God.
we'll do an ASMR stream eventually. Not
Oh,
now.
God.
Yeah, not now.
And by we, I mean mainly me, because I know no one else will probably do it.
He likes to get sexy.
I might. After I did try to audition for an ASMR.
Anyways, so as I said, we're gonna tell stories of.
Yeah, the ASMR I tried to join.
No peanut butter. Get that shit out of here. I'm gonna die if I have that stuff, Cameron.
Peanut
The
butter.
ASMR I tried to join was a very pervy one.
So, who wants to go first?
But yeah, I was auditioning to be one of the 5 stars.
Sugar Plum. You want to go first? You want to tell your first? You want? No, I'm asking you. You want to tell your first story? Why is that back here? Get that nasty shit away from me. Oh, I thought it was. I'm sorry. I thought it was the Coke. I thought they got so disgusted they put it back. If you're wondering what we're talking about, we had Sonic drinks and we made some of them like fuck you drinks. Like one of them was, oh god, what was it? It was
Grape Diet Dr. Pepper.
yeah, it was grape
and
Diet Dr
raspberry.
Pepper with
With raspberry.
raspberry.
It was disgusting.
It tastes like medicine. I chugged that.
He almost vomited.
It was bad.
This one, I don't know what it is.
Like I told you, it tastes like a Diet root beer.
It tastes like Diet Coke with cherry.
It tastes like a Diet root beer. What the fuck are you getting cherry on the Coke from?
It said cherry. That's
It's
what
like
Sugar
a-
Plum said.
Tastes like Diet root beer.
And then
watered down a
trees,
little bit.
trees of course
Yeah.
was Fanta with.
Cherry flavor, which she actually liked.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
was
thought
pretty
you
good.
would. I thought you would. I was like, I'm gonna fuck with you. It was gonna be. I thought I couldn't remember if it was like cherry flavor. And look, my sister's here. Hi, sis.
Hello.
Hello.
Good. Nathan's asleep. He doesn't
Sound
need to
like
be.
your fucking voice.
He doesn't need to be here for this.
Chaotic.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, Sketty.
You just scared your woman.
I will too notice because I have the stream pulled up here. I can see everything.
Yep, and I'm also looking at the chat.
Okay, so serious talk. Who wants to go first?
I don't care if I go first, but who's going after me?
Are we telling one story per person?
One story per
or-
person first, and
Oh.
we'll
Y'all
loop
can
again.
mostly count me out of this one because I can't remember shit for mine.
We'll tell Max 4 stories.
I'll go after Sugar Plum.
Okay. You want to go last?
Sure.
Okay, I'll go first then.
Wait, okay.
I'll go first. I'll go first then.
Okay. First, second, third, fourth.
Yeah.
None.
You're the baby.
Gotta love me.
I can.
Quit doing the penis.
Anyways, so this one's actually kind of a shared experience, and Tree will explain his side briefly. It's not going to be his whole story. He's going to have to tell a different one. back many years ago, I think around 8th grade, 7th grade year.
Yep, 8th grade.
It was 8th grade because I barely got my bass guitar and this one amp. Well, it was fucked. I was gonna play something that day, and we tried connecting the amp to my guitar through the cord, and the amp wasn't turned on. But as soon as I picked up the aux cord, it started making this weird sound. It was like voices that was talking to us. It was terrifying. It was, oh my god, I don't think I've ever been so scared in my life. It was like, it wasn't turned on. The aux cord wasn't plugged in fully. No.
It's just sound effects.
Anyways, so it literally terrified me because it was like weird. It was like this deep, gravelly voice. It was a man's voice. I know it was. No, it was bad. Call him real name. Anyways, so it was just a very low, gravelly voice, and like half the time we couldn't make out what it was saying. Hold on 1 second.
1 second. I'm holding a piece of chocolate.
Shh, shh, shh. Pause that.
Found it!
Oh, I thought it was the other one. Oh, I thought it was the other one.
No.
Oh, I love that one. That one's good too.
She was sitting on it.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. But no, this voice like terrified the hell, and no one believed me. Like, if Tree wasn't there, I don't think I would have been able to convince him either.
Your laugh just hurt his ears.
I'm sorry. Headphone users, I'm sorry about my laugh. Take that off. It's distracting me. Please. Thank you. Anyways, so, you know, it finally stopped as soon as we turned on the amp, though. And that was the thing. Where did the fucking chocolate come from?
Yeah, where did it come from? What the heck?
The chocolate! From Olive Garden. I don't know when you all went to Olive Garden last.
I went to Olive Garden. Chocolate.
When?
What is it? It's behind the box.
Anyways,
He threw a sugar plum
as
chocolate.
soon as it stopped...
Behind the box.
I said another chocolate. That's mint patty.
What? What reminded you of the Green Goblin / King Candy? My laugh? It was the laugh. No, sometimes whenever I get like laughing so hard, I'm like, run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Excuse you, ma'am.
Most of the
Why
time,
did you growl?
Most of the time, he starts snorting like a wild hog.
Oh.
He always does that.
Nah, I'm gonna see if I can pick it up.
She's all.
Shh, 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 shh.
You okay? You're my sweetheart.
She is not happy.
Ah, yeah, you can definitely hear it.
Go ahead, snort for us.
Oh god, I gotta calm down. I gotta tell a story. Anyways, as I said, as soon as we turned on the amp, it stopped, and it never did that again. And I sold that amp a couple years later. I sold it for like, that's not a kitty, it's a dog.
Yeah, this is the dog. Her name's Starbucks.
This is the dog that's like a cat.
Yeah.
Anyways, no. But after that, I was gonna play, but after hearing that, it lasted for 30 minutes. Because we literally couldn't touch it. We were like that scared. Excuse me.
Nicely done.
Nice.
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 Ooh.
But after we turned it on, hey, it's a Mo. It's a Momo. Tree, it's a Momo.
Hello.
Hey Mo. I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd come out. Dog Kitty, really, Jen? She's a cat trapped in a dog's body. She really is.
Basically.
Anyways, so it was terrifying.
You.
Tree, you can give your point of view from this really fast. As I said, it doesn't count as your story, but
Oh, yeah. So, it was a Friday night, and I was going to spend the night with him.
it's not my fucking drink.
So,
Get it away, because I'm gonna drink it by accident one of these times. Anyways,
because I was going to spend the night over at his house and all of that, and he was going to show me his amp. And we were like, cool, we're going to play some instruments, because he was going to teach me how to play the guitar. And like he said, it was unplugged and all of that, and we got the little cord, the aux cord.
yes, pause. Yes, spend the night. We were in middle school, so we spent the night together at each other's houses. Mainly, he came over to my house to spend the night.
And each time you get close to try to put the aux in, it sounded like old static, like TV type thing. But we heard multiple voices, but the clearest one was like a dark growl and like an old man. And what were they talking about? I have no idea.
I don't remember. But what makes it worse is my
But-
father got this amp and the bass guitar from a old vet who had passed away. So this was in a garage sale. So yeah.
But I don't know if you remember or not.
Shut up, Cam.
I don't know if you remember, but one of the voices did say behind you.
Yeah, it did. It did say
And then
behind
we
you.
turned around and something moved.
It was terrifying. That's what scared the hell out of us.
And then we went away from it for a little bit, went back, it was still going, and then it stopped when we plugged it back in.
Yeah, it was terrifying, and it never happened again. Oh god,
It was creepy.
it was creepy. Well, let's just say we didn't go to sleep that entire fucking night.
I did.
I didn't. I couldn't sleep. All right, so Sugar Plum, it's your turn now.
My turn now?
Yes, your turn now.
It's not your turn, it's my turn.
Touch the head.
Silencio.
Okay.
Suck
It's
my
gotta be a little
toes.
creepy tonight. Anyways, the ow, scary. Anyways,
Excuse me. Better out than in.
okay. Anyways, my creepy experience was whenever I was little.
Okay, this is not SMR.
Oh, if you want that, I gotta go get something. I'll be right back.
I'm getting distracted.
No.
I gotta pee.
Yeah, potty break.
Oh, keep talking.
I am talking. We just keep getting sidetracked. Anyway.
Keep talking and no one explodes. I want to play that game.
Ow, what about it? Anywho, my supernatural experience was whenever I was little and I used to live with my mom. There was always this tall blackened figure standing at the doorway of my room. I never figured out who they are or what they wanted. All I knew is that they made me feel uncomfortable and they always stared at me and watched me sleep. Never once stepped foot in my room. The only time I remember them actually stepping into my room, I just felt a sudden room temperature drop. And I felt unsafe and I ran out of my room. And I found these stories. Well, only good one that was not too scary. It was creepy, but not scary. Your turn. Kieran.
Alright, so I'm Kieran, and my first paranormal experience was when I was a kid. One night, I was in my room getting ready for bed, and I hear this blood-curdling scream. A woman screaming, "Help me," over and over. I look outside my window, and I don't see anybody. No one's coming out to look. No one's even. The whole apartment complex is just completely silent. And so as I go to put the blind back, the curtain, after I put the curtain back, I hear that same voice as if it was right there on the other side of that window. I hear a blood curdling scream again, "Help me." And I can see still because I don't got the curtain completely shut, so I don't see anybody. So it terrified me enough to where I went underneath the covers because I couldn't deal with it. I knew no one would believe me that I saw it. And also, when I asked around the next day, no one had heard anything. The next door neighbors, the people right across from us, no one heard nothing. So all I could wonder is, what did I see that night? And that's when I first started believing in the paranormal, and that was my first paranormal experience. Now it's Tree's turn.
Okay, my very first paranormal experience, I was 8, and back at the time I was living in Dalhart, Texas. And it's another of the stories where I spent the night with a couple of my friends.
Not me this time, though.
It's not you. I didn't even make it then. But, it was me and 2 other friends. And he had a 3-story house. So we're over here just, watching movies and playing games and all of that. And we heard a big loud bang.
Bang!
Well, we went to go look around and all of that. Oh, no, quit that. No. No, that did not sound good.
I need this for a demonstration thing, though.
So we go look around and all of that, found out it was the bathroom door. So we're like, maybe the cat just walked around because he had a cat. So, can you quit?
You stop like questioning shit whenever you have a cat. Like, normal people think something's wrong. Cat owners, nah, it's the cat.
So we're over here. We
No,
went
you're
back
doing
to
it
do our
wrong.
own thing and all that. It's like, can you quit? That sounds disgusting. It's all squishy.
I'm sorry, but I need it for a thing in a minute. No.
And
Shut up.
can you not quit? Can I continue?
Yes.
So it's like 5-10 minutes later, we turn around. And the bathroom light's on. So we went back, turned it off, and then we decided to go back. Well, we were watching some type of cartoon or whatever, and it's no longer a cartoon, it's all static. And we're like, okay, we're gonna turn it off. Like, you know what, maybe we're just seeing stuff, so, because we were hungry, so we started to make some food. And next thing you know, one of the knives started floating, and then I was the only one to see it, but there was a mirror to my left, and out of my peripheral vision, I seen my friend's grandpa, and then he says everything's alright, and then right as the knife dropped, there's a loud bang from the attic, so we went to go look, because we were on the 3rd floor, because that's where he lived, his room.
I gotta use it for something.
No.
Yes.
And
my
found
story.
out that they had put a
I like fucking with tree now.
broken not a motorcycle, a go-kart in the attic. And somehow, without the motor on, it ran through the wall. So there's a big hole in the wall, and you look down and you see it just face planted into the ground. And we had enough of that, and so we called the parents to come pick us up. Yeah, it was very creepy.
That was very creepy.
I had nightmares ever since.
Okay, so allow me to explain why I have this, because it relates to my story.
You're squishing? Is it because you masturbate so much?
No.
You listen to that.
So, I'm waiting for Kieran's reaction to it. I want to hear it. Give it to me.
No.
I'm gonna listen to it now. Yeah, that's the sound I'm looking for. So, this one's a bizarre one. My family and I believe in ghosts. We do, because we've all seen some shit. In fact, the last two stories I'll be telling tonight are not from my point of view. They're actually from my grandmother and my mother, respectively. However, my last one that I experienced, shit. I have a short one that I'll explain because, Sugar Plum and Neko's house is haunted. They have a little girl ghost that likes to prank people. Yesterday, the bathroom door in their living room that's usually open was locked and shut. They didn't do that. And then today, here's how today went. The bathroom door again was open at one point. I was watching Bluey, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I love Bluey. It's a really cute show. It really is. But yeah, I was watching the show, and then I look up, and I knew the bathroom door was open, and then magically it was shut. And I asked Sugar Plum, I was like, the door is shut. She's like, yeah. I saw it shut. I was like, and you didn't mention this. Why? And she's like, it's normal. So then they leave to go at these two yahoos over here, right? Here's what happens. You know the movie Black Phone with Ethan Hawke? Well, they have it on DVD. I put it on one of their manga books. It should not have fallen off. I was on hold with Walmart. It fell off. And it's still on the floor. Then, here's what really scared me. Sugar Plum has a turquoise guitar in her room. And it was against the closet. I hear something shuffle in their room. And I go in there. The baby is asleep in the room, mind you. Anyways, the baby's asleep in that room. The guitar was moved from the door by the closet door to he's dead. He's dead. But the guitar was moved from that door to in front of the rocking chair. And that scared me. And then, of course, I left to go get something from one of my grandmother's house that lives down the street. Come back, and I'm getting my computer out. I know I plugged this in. I come back into the house, and okay, I'll accept those weird noises. But no, I come back, my computer's unplugged, and I'm like, I didn't touch it, and none of them touched it. Now, the reason why this is important, the first time I actually had an encounter with a ghost, and it predates the actual, radio. I'm on the spectrum for autism and ADHD, so I can see things different than most people who without it. And unfortunately, that also means actually all of us can see things that people shouldn't see.
I can mostly hear them. I can't see them.
Sugar Plum can hear them. Kieran can see them, and
sometimes it's more terrifying, and I wish that I wasn't able to see them.
So this actually took place in my night terrors, because I do have night terrors, and they get to the point where it's like I'm now old enough where I know what's going on, so as soon as I know it's going to be a bad dream, I can just tell from what goes on. I immediately wake myself up, because if I don't, then it's going to be bad. The one night that I didn't was whenever I was younger. Sorry, I keep squishing it. So what happened was I say we, but me, I went to bed. I didn't watch any scary movie. It was just, I went to bed. I was extremely tired. I was sick. I can't remember exactly everything, but I do remember it had like this weird, very, very bad vibe about it whenever I saw it in my dreams. And what made it worse was, like, most of my night terrors, they're like, whatever that is, you should pick it up.
That was part of the.
Oh. But I was like, most of my night terrors, they look real, but this one felt very real, because it was in the real world. And I hate those dreams too, where it's like, you have deja vu. Well, in this dream, the only reason why I remember it so vividly is because it scared me that bad. I actually went into a state of paralysis because I couldn't wake myself up, and I was screaming my head off, and my father luckily woke me up. But I was walking down a path, and in the dream I was much older. In fact, in the dream, how I look nowadays is exactly how it was in my dream. Minus, I had an eye patch for some fucking reason. I don't know why, but
Or you be a pirate.
all I heard down this long corridor was... I'm sorry, Tree. And I didn't know what it was, and so, every time I got a little closer,
You sure you weren't just hearing someone masturbate?
No, I'm positive, because it... So, once I finally get to where the room is, where it's, like, very loud, there is a specter in there who has no hands. And the sounds were apparently coming from its lips. And what terrified me the most was it knew me by name. And I couldn't move. I was in a state of panic, but I couldn't move. And three nights later, I finally was brave enough to tell my mother what happened. And what was bad was the description I gave was exactly of my great-great-grandfather, who I've never met. And yeah, they said that he was born with no hands, and the reason why he was probably smacking is because he used to do the chewing tobacco shit. But, yeah, as I said, I've never met this guy, so the fact that it came in my dream, no, that was terrifying. And, I've never been the same since. I'm just squeezing it now to kill everyone, because it's hilarious.
That is a funny sound. Very funny sound.
If you're wondering what the ball is, it's a ball full of Orbeez.
That he keeps squishing in his hands.
He didn't have a wife. My great great grandfather didn't have a wife. He was single his whole life. And that's all I'm squishing. You take it away from me, because I'm gonna keep squishing it.
Throw it. Thank you.
But yeah, it was terrifying. I was probably maybe 9, 10 years old, something like that. I don't know. Oh, I can hear that from here.
Oh. Wild hog. You beast.
So, Tree, this is supposed to end up looking like a Rubik's Cube puzzle.
A 3x3?
Yeah, it's a 3x3.
Oh God, I was so close to that.
Or it's a 4x4, I can't remember. No, it's a 3x3. Anyways, so Sugar Plum? Sugar Plum,
Why?
story.
Story time! Hold on.
Story time.
Story time.
Story time.
Story time. Okay, stop being weird for a little
Rise
bit.
and
at least.
shine.
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine, buddy boys.
Stop that. You're gonna get us demonetized.
I have no comment for what the fuck I did with it.
Story time.
It's story time.
Story time.
Story time.
I know it's story time, but
It's time to die.
I'm laughing too hard. Okay.
Stop laughing. It's not funny.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Okay, story time. Go.
Go, go, Power Ranger. Stop that. Run a Christian Minecraft server here, gentlemen.
I think we killed Sugar Plum.
Oh, we did.
Focus.
Focus!
Fuck us, what?
Focus!
Fuck us.
It sounds like focus.
No crap.
Oh, shit.
Breathe in and out.
Yin and yang. Ooh.
You're not making it better.
Christian show.
Go, go, Power Ranger.
Christians. You need to be Christianized.
Pass.
Why not?
Pass. I've been down that road before. It might be a 4x3 or 4x4. I don't know. No.
Jesus
I'll do
Christ and the
story
Holy
time
Spirit,
after
I
that.
bless you in the name
Well,
of
not after that.
horror.
After story, I do that. Anywho, my next story from my own
Story?
personal experience.
Storly?
Story.
Storly?
Story.
Yodel-y-hoo.
Okay, stop it!
Ah.
You got distracted. Focus.
Focus.
Sugars,
No.
spice, and everything nice.
Yodel-y-hoo. No.
Shit!
Okay, we're getting the number
Story time.
Story time. And go.
The next story I was going to say was kind of strange, but also kind of expected to happen. Same scenario, same place, but this time I was 16, 17 or so.
You were 16, going on 17.
I had a toy bunny.
This is not the sound of
This
music.
little toy bunny was a little pink beanie baby that I had ever since I was a newborn.
Mr. Hop's Playtime?
Let me
No.
continue.
Oh, Hugsy Wugsy.
Huggy Wuggy?
Apparently, by what my aunt told me,
Which I...
my aunt Lola.
Shit!
You said it.
Anyways,
Sorry.
and we were supposed to keep this out of the scenario of personal life and who they are to us.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't ask which aunt. I didn't ask the name.
Yes, you
I
did
said
ask which aunt.
Well, you could have just. You could have just been. And they don't know who your real name. They don't know. There's many people that know how to aunt like that.
Anywho's,
Anyhow.
this toy bunny that I had since I was a preemie. Let me continue, Mr. Laugh-A-Lot.
Wait, you were
Was
preemie,
apparently hexed.
you were preemie like Little Man?
Continue.
I'm sorry.
This bunny was hexed to kill me. Apparently, while they were blessing my home and all this other stuff, this rabbit kept moving and fighting against it. So, my aunt took it and burned it. Guess how long it took to burn this thing?
How long?
3 hours.
Oh, I was about to
And
figure
it
out.
kept moving in the fire and trying to get out. That's just a weapon. I would tell you more, but I'm not going to say more on that story. You'll have to wait till next round when it gets back to me for me to tell you the rest of that one.
You can tell the rest of it.
You want me to tell the rest of it?
It's a whole story, is it not?
Okay. Well, apparently, while this bunny was in the fire, I kept getting migraines and feeling sharp chest pains, and hearing a deep voice saying, "No, I need to complete my job. I need to finish this. I need to kill her."
Darn.
I wish I was joking, but I kept feeling dizzy as hell and sharp pains, and I was crying out loud, but I couldn't even use my voice because of how much pain I was going through.
You were a baby. You had no voice.
I was 16.
X, what? You didn't say that. You said when you were born you had a rabbit.
I'm telling y'all about the plushie. I didn't learn about this until I was 16. I was still in high school. This is a story when I was a teenager.
Was I didn't know you yet.
Yes, you didn't know me yet.
Not yet. So.
Ever since I
Next time on Dragon Ball
Next
Z.
time.
Ever
on
since I
Dragon
had that
Ball
bunny,
Z.
I always had health issues. And I was always going through close to death scenarios, which is why my mother was overprotective of me.
Jesus.
Due to all those issues, I wasn't allowed to do a lot of stuff. I wasn't allowed to do sports. I wasn't allowed to do pretty much anything fun.
Sports is overrated.
I'm just using sports as an example. I couldn't do martial arts. I couldn't do Girl Scouts or any of that type of stuff.
Like the song Ghost Scout from Beetlejuice. That was
Shut
you.
Anyway.
Stop fighting, too. I had a fucking
patty cake.
stroke saying that. Here you go.
Anyways,
So this is
during
supposed to...
that time, whenever it was finally burnt to dust, I felt a heavy lift get off me. I was still in pain, but not as bad as I was. And then my mother came running to me, crying and saying, "I'm so sorry I made you keep that thing." I was so damn confused at that point. Till I learned later on why she was apologizing.
Sugar Plum's getting it, not you. She wanted to solve it. It's supposed to be a square. You want to solve it? Solve it.
And that's the end of the story. And that is one of my most creepiest experiences.
My baby, are you okay, computer?
Oh my god.
I hit the screen.
You
Next.
stupid son of a bitch.
Okay, so Kieran here again. After that first experience, it's like my whole eyes opened to the paranormal, and I started seeing ghosts all over the place. Some worse than others. When I was in high school, our school was known for having a few. And right outside where the drama department was, I would always see four spirits hanging as if by invisible raptors.
I want to say this as a little side for his story. These ghosts are still there at the school. I work up at that school. They're still there.
Now, as a mother...
Oh, you want to talk about throat goat? Headphone users beware.
Now, there was a
Continue.
husband, a wife, and 2 children. You could see their bruises from where the rope was strangled them. They would choke out words that you couldn't understand because they were being strangled to death. But all during high school, that's all that you could see. And some people knew about them, some people didn't. And then there was this one other ghost that was in the auditorium that went down into the tunnels underneath the whole town.
Incorrect.
I went down there, and I saw him.
Yes, I know, but that's not how his story starts. If you're gonna tell his story, I'll tell it.
I'm just telling them about it. You can add your version later.
Well, I mean, I know the story about how this ghost got there.
I'm just telling you.
He's finally gone.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just telling
Finally
you.
set the peace.
But
Or
underneath
was he still-
underneath the tunnels, on the tunnels underneath the auditorium, I first encountered a ghost under there of a teenager who we called Charlie. I think it was Charlie.
It was
And-
Charlie.
And he was. I only ever saw him. I never heard him or nothing. But a lot of people thought that he was a good luck charm. Other than that, because whenever they were about to host a play or a lip sync battle or something, people would always Some people would always see him and it would go great. Other times you would not see him and
It would fall to shit.
It would fall to shit.
So I want to stress this right now. We all went to the same high school, and it's like we all graduated. Not together, obviously. Tree and I graduated together. Sugar Plum and I think Kieran graduated together, and I think Neko graduated a year after those two. So the ghosts that we saw were very real, and ironically enough, there is a story. The auditorium ghost, his story was there's two different versions, but what?
Some people pay good money for
Oh, I know, I saw it. But no, his story is that he actually, before the school expanded, he actually had a house on the property, and he lived in there and refused to sell, and finally he died, and so the school just came in and, tore it down, and, he haunted the auditorium, and he was the one who fucked shit up. Things would go missing in the auditorium, plays would go horribly wrong. If Charlie wasn't there, he's the reason why the plays went horribly wrong. Well, they finally remodeled the whole auditorium. That ghost is now gone. Because, he was attached to how it used to look. They removed all the old boards, all the old seats, everything. So they're remodeling the whole interior, so, he is completely gone from there.
Those other fours, on the other hand, are still there.
They're still there. I've seen them whenever I'm working, and Charlie's still there. I saw him whenever I was there, back in December. Sorry about that. Okay, Tree, your next story. The girl from Impanina.
Okay. It's gonna get a little sad, but then get creepy.
Is it about your papa?
Yeah.
Oh, I know this story.
About the doll?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so creepy.
It was creepy. It was upset. It was upsetting.
So,
I think this was the first story you actually told me in confidence after our little encounter with the ghost.
So, my dad died when I was 11. And
We barely met in 5th grade, and it was around December whenever he died, and people gave him shit for it because they called him weird all the time, but these kids were just very rude. They're like, that's why his dad didn't love him. His dad just flat out died because he hated him, and I guess he deserved what he came. And I stood up for him. I was like, no kid deserves that kind of talk. No kid deserves that kind of treatment.
Yeah, I think this was sophomore year, and I think brother was going through some of his dad's stuff, and found one of the Star Trek plushie things that was still inside the box. Well, I was like, I want it. I took it. So, went back to my house, because me and brother and my mom all lived different. I lived with my mom because I was still under the age to pick who I wanted to live with. Oh, yeah. But, that night... Shut up. That night, I know that my mom was in her room, which she's on one side of the house, I'm on the opposite end of the house, and I'm over here trying to go to sleep. And next thing I know, I heard my mom, but in a whisper, calling my name. So I go to look, I open my door, I have a clear view to see her door. Her light's off. So she's already been asleep. So I go back into my room, and I'm laying in bed and all of that, and then I start hearing taps on my window. Like, if you would hear, like, tree branches hitting your door.
You freaked Star out. You made her jump.
Oh, I know. I saw it. It's funny.
And then I had a weird dream. And then the next day, I grabbed the doll that was still in the box.
Okay, you can massage my foot. I don't care. It hurts.
And I was telling my mom about it.
You can't give me a foot massage, bitch.
Well, after that, mom, you know how mom believed and all of that, because when she was a little kid, living at her dad's place, she used to see people, like, random faces just pop in her room look at her, just check up on her to see if she was okay, and then the head would just go out of the frame. So
I
that-
do have a question about your mom, but that's going to be an after stream kind of thing.
But so that's why she would believe me and all of that. So we went to go to Allsup's to go get some drinks and all of that. We come back and somehow the doll got out of the box and was standing up on the sofa. And right when we closed the door, because we closed it really, really soft, the doll just falls down. And I was like, that's weird. I want to test it. So I got the doll. I tried standing it up. It was impossible to make it stand up again. So you want to know what I did? I put it right back in the box and I gave it back to my brother. I was a dick. I was like, you can have it. I don't want it no more.
Yeah.
No wonder your brother was willing to give it to you.
I gave it to him. It never happened because I have another story, and I'll let you know that one.
No, but as I said, most people who are not believers of the supernatural, they'll think that we're just pulling this shit out of our ass.
Get him praying
Hey.
for anything.
You be safe going to the store, damn it.
Yeah, a lot of people are skeptic about.
They're
the
skeptic.
supernatural.
But you know, there's some people that just don't believe, and those people are blind.
There really is stuff. There's a lot of movies that are actually based on real life occurrences.
Yeah.
Demons, ghosts, all that.
So, I'll go with my mother's story because my grandmother's is technically two. My mother, she works for a radiologist, and the problem with this is it's in town, yes, but no, it's supposed to be like a Q.
I made a 9.
That's an E, dumbass.
No, a 9.
Yes, I know you're walking there, so be safe. Anyways, as I said,
the most creepy laugh.
my mother, she works for a radiologist, and the problem with this place, besides this town,
Man,
is
just keep trying to actually leave it laugh if I actually laughing at it.
it's close to our house, but the thing is, it's right smack in between the hospital. It's right smack in between the hospital and a retirement home. So usually, if someone dies, they know because it's a very off day. People are in a bad mood, and you know they can tell, and so they've started burning sage up there, right? Well, things have followed my mother home. The fuck?
That'd be Neko.
Yeah,
She's
no.
in her-
I know that,
Well, that's just
but you didn't see the door handle move on the bathroom door, did you?
Oh, I did.
The little ghost is active.
Uh-huh.
She
Yeah, I
always
caught
has
you
to-
this time, you little ghost. Do it. I know you want to shut the door.
Just see you slam shut.
Shut up.
She won't do that.
Slam the door. Slam
She
the door.
she won't do that.
She's too sweet. She's
She'll
not
she'll
that
she'll
mean.
shut it when we're not looking. Anyways, as I said, things sometimes latch on to them. My mother has recounted that the guy who used to own the radiologist, after he died, there are certain things that still go on up there. Like whenever they're working alone, they sometimes hear like like Diet Coke cans being opened, and I say Diet Coke cans because that's what he usually drank. Whenever they're working around the back of the place, they would hear shit in the front get moved and opened and stuff, right?
I got this far.
Yeah, I know. That's how far I usually get. Anyways, so what happens was, she's seen some serious shit. And, this one time's actually not about her, but instead about my sister. My sister went up there to her work one day and, was like, normal kind of thing. However, someone recently died at one of the places, and here's the thing. It latched on to my sister. And how do we know it latched onto her? She had very vivid dreams of a grandfather who's been deceased since I think 2008, 2010, somewhere around there. Granted, I've seen my great grandparents in my dreams before. I've seen them, and I've seen my cat I've seen both of them. I've seen all of them. But she actually had to cover up her mirror in the basement with a giant fucking blanket because she literally.
She's moving the door little by little.
Oh, I know. I can see it.
I just see that gap getting bigger.
That's normal.
Anyways,
Sometimes she's a creep and I to crack the door open when someone's using the toilet.
yeah.
Creep.
Anyways, so my sister claimed that she saw my Papa Arlen in her mirror. And what was bad was she, as I said, she covered her mirror with a blanket, and it stayed that way for months. And you know the little egg trick where you rub an egg all over your body and you say the Lord's Prayer over and over, and you crack it into a thing of salt water. She did that, and the spikes were fucking huge. And you know, for a faster result, you sprinkle in like some hot sauce, and that's what we did. And the spikes were gigantic. And granted, my stepdad thought what we were doing is stupid, but the egg was actually like boiled by that point. It became like, you know, like cooked.
Cooked egg?
Yeah, basically a cooked egg.
That's weird.
But you know, we go toss it into the dumpster, not the dumpster, the toilet, flush it down, and she left the mirror, the thing on the mirror for basically the entire year. And what was bad is whenever I went downstairs, you know, I had the same feeling. And she blames herself because the retirement home that's right by my mom's work is the retirement home he was in. And while he was there, she never went to go visit him, and unfortunately he died in that retirement home because they were incompetent. And yeah, it terrified her to the bone. And you know, as I said, we don't fuck with the spirits. We believe in them, and we know when we appreciate them. And this shit happened, and you know, she was telling some other people, and they didn't believe her, but you know, she told us, and we were like, yeah, that's understandable.
You bitch.
He's so close.
He's very close. Try it in reverse. Sugar Plum, you have another story for us?
Let me think. This story felt like a dream to me, but I can't say it was a dream because it felt so real. I lay down in my bedroom at the time to take a nap because I was tired as hell that day because it was after one of our many, many trips. It was some point in the summer. It was a super hot day, and I don't deal with heat very well. I get sleepy. Anyways, I lay down to take a nap, but I couldn't move. I couldn't get up or do anything. I felt like I was asleep, but I knew I wasn't because I was fully aware of what was going on in my bedroom. Because in this dream, sure, you can call it sleep paralysis or whatever, but I knew I was awake because I did not fall asleep at that time. But somehow I was asleep by what my mom said. I felt something heavy sitting on my chest and same deep masculine voice saying, "It's time to go. It's time to leave. You have no right to stay alive here." So I decided to pray in my own way to myself, and the voice kept getting more and more insistent, starting to turn more and more like a demonic growl. So I kept going, eventually somehow managing to get up, and I was covered in sweat and everything else, while everyone else in my family, after my mom checked up on me from this nap, was outside enjoying a cookout. So I don't know how to tell if this was a paranormal experience or just me having a sleep paralysis.
It's a paranormal experience.
How do you know?
So you look at your
Because I
phone.
had the same thing.
You look at your phone. You smile, and you look up and you look over your phone.
But yeah, that's my other story.
No, I had the same thing happen to me, but mine was a little bit different. I was asleep, and I could have sworn I was awake, and I saw someone, a woman.
A man?
She was young, and it was actually a actress I used to have a crush on. And she didn't talk to me, she just looked at me. And then when I turned around on my back, she was gone, but I felt this pressure on me as if something was keeping me pinned down. I tried to move, couldn't. I started to where I couldn't breathe. I was starting to go into a full mode panic attack because I was awake, but at the same time, from what Tree had told me, because we're roommates, is that I was sound asleep. He didn't hear nothing, and I could have sworn that I was making gagging noises as if I couldn't breathe and everything. Then next thing you know, I just yell at the top of my lungs, which is how I knew I was asleep, is that I yelled for it to get off of me. Right now, to get the fuck off of me. And all of a sudden the pressure disappeared, and I slowly but surely opened up my eyes. There's nothing there. It's just me. My TV's on. And I just have this feeling as if there's something still in the room that's just completely... It went away from me as fast as possible. Now, I don't know how or what it wanted, how it got there, or why it decided. But when I researched it, it said, when I researched sleep paralysis, it told me about the night hag, and it's an entity that tries to go after people while they sleep and puts them in a form of sleep paralysis to where they cannot move as she feeds on their souls. Now, I don't know exactly if that's what it was, or I can only go off of what I've researched.
But your bitch ass don't have a soul. You a ginger.
I've got a soul, or else I wouldn't care about your dumb ass.
You care about me?
I care about all y'all. What you talking
You care about me?
Let's just agree that we're all lunatics.
I just know that it's not just Sugar Plum that's experienced this. I don't know what it is that preys on us when we sleep. I just know that if you have the willpower and you give it authority, then it has no choice but to leave you alone. And ever since then, I have not had sleep paralysis happen.
I hate those. They're not fun.
You've had more than one of those?
I've had a shit ton. It's never fun.
You must be an easy target. Okay, that's the end of my story. Trico.
Cameron, whenever you get back, your comment for I'm gonna break your Nico kneecaps with those noises, yeah, that was hidden because, violence.
So violent.
Show.
So violent.
Also, Rose's messages where it's like, the little face emojis, like these, were also hidden.
Why?
I don't know. It's bullshit. Yet the penises weren't. Oh wait, that one was.
Okay.
Go Tree, go. Go Trico. Go Trico.
So,
Trico.
back
go.
with the doll thing. The reason why I think it was moving and all of that is because now and then I see this black figure, which I call it a shapeshifter because it's black shadow. And now and then I get to see it shift into like animals, like cats, dogs, or trying to hide itself in like objects as like shadows. So we had the pastor to come over to bless the house and all of that, and out of the midday, because we live like close to the middle of nowhere, and I'm just over here just waiting for you. I'm gonna
Vera.
so,
Hear us now and
shut up. I will
Moti? You'll smoke me.
I will smoke you with the.
Not smoke, smoke.
Goodness. But
People, I'm sorry for the
Random sounds.
I'm sorry for the very loud ear rape for the.
We're all chaotic. No touching the mic.
Don't touch me, fucking mic.
can I get back onto the story?
Oh!
So, right as the pastor steps out of nowhere, this black cat tries to stop him in his path. And was trying its best not to let it inside the house. Yeah, get ear raped, bitch. That's what I'm having to listen to.
Now you got ear raped.
I'm the.
The second one with the.
Oh boy, Spin.
I'm gonna do it again. You gotta listen to this time.
Okay, Tree, after this one, you can continue.
I'm the sound tech guy.
Ready?
So, I'm just waiting on now. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? It should be coming up.
It's coming up.
Damn, I can hear it from here.
That sounds like a
Give
Five
it-
Nights at Freddy's.
Give it back to him. Okay, anyways, we'll let you continue the story.
Okay. So I was back on the where he got out of the vehicle. This cat tried to do his best to make the pastor leave. He tried scratching at him, hissing at him. He also tried to bite him. I have never seen that black cat there. And yes, there has been cats there, but they're gray cats and yellow cats.
You touched me,
But
fucking mic.
I touched your fucking mic.
Now you must eat sock and die.
I'd like to see it try
But-
the anchor.
when he went in to the house and all of that to bless it
I'm
and all
just
of
gonna
that,
whip the mic.
we kept hearing weird noises. Not that! Oh god, I'm gonna regret that later.
All right, stop. Let him say his story.
I can't believe you
We kept hearing weird noises. So, he got done blessing the house, he got the oil and put the cross on it and all of that. And right as we were leaving, we kept hearing the noise. So, we followed the noise and all of that, and we found out it was coming out of below the trailer house. So we took part of the siding out, and we found some bones and a skull. So the pastor had picked the bones up, blessed them, and he said that he was going to take care of it. And ever since then, that shadow figure has not been there.
Intriguing.
So it had to be something to do
Go
with.
check on your husband.
It has to do something with the bones. But this was not a tall figure. It was like a kid figure. But
mean to
the
do that.
bones was.
It's fine. I forgive you. She got up and pushed against my scars. With since they're now healing. Oh fuck, that hurt.
But the bones was a cat. So I'm like, I was tripping out on all of that. Was like, how can it be cat bones? Shut up. How can it be cat bones if I saw a kid like shadow figure?
Ow.
You good?
No, that hurt. That's why I said don't touch my arms for a while. It takes at least, a week or so for them to actually stop hurting this bad. Anyways, I guess it's my turn. So my final story for the night is 2. These both happened to my grandma.
He's fine.
Okay. I was
He's
just
just cold and has a light migraine, so he's probably laying down.
I was just curious because we haven't seen him in a while. I was like, I want to make sure he's okay.
That's why I asked.
No, but we'll try to keep. You can tell him we're gonna try to keep it quiet, or not. Anyways, so she has seen some shit. She worked in You need to get home. You need to get home and get warm. Or if you are home, you need to get warm, buddy.
ASCP.
ASCP? ASCP. ASCP, huh?
ACPU.
SCP.
ASAP.
PPSP.
PPSPP.
Anyways, as I was saying, so she was a nurse, and she's seen some shit. The first story is from her time at hospice. This one's actually a little bit scary. She, she would have to deal with death and stuff, and she would, wow. She one night saw someone walking down the hall, and I'm abridging the story because I don't remember all the details, but apparently this lady that she saw had died 2 hours earlier, and she's like, it was terrifying because the lights were being weird. And then the other time was actually in, I think, her family home in Pennsylvania. Or my great grandma Basie, I think it was. Or great, I can't remember. I don't think I ever met her. If I did, I was very young. Anyway, so whenever she was younger, they took her up there to the house. And, this house was like the landline phone, so, you picked up one in any of the rooms, you can hear it from upstairs, right? You can hear it from any other rooms. All these were disconnected. But they heard ringing on some of them. And through the other line, they would actually hear breathing, but, all of them were there together. And they think it was my great-great-great-grandfather, or great-great-grandfather, I don't know. As I said, I don't think I ever met them. But he was a jokester. He liked to pull pranks, and they think it was him doing it. But yeah, it happened for a couple days. It was terrifying, and but that's her stories. And my very last story that actually happened to me, actually took place, and this one is not for the faint of heart. I will tell you this right now. This one is very, very dark. So this is a trigger warning for anyone who has been through depression, who had suicidal thoughts / actions, which is most of us here tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I said most.
Yeah.
I said most.
Yeah, I know. I just said yeah. I cannot say yeah.
Us three. Not you and not Neko.
Actually, Nico has.
Oh, he has? Okay, so
You
yeah.
just don't
I
know.
always have those thoughts.
Anyways, my 8th grade year, Tree can attest to this. You remember how badly I was bullied?
Oh, yeah.
Because, I dated one person and I broke up with said person and wanted to be with another person.
Yep.
Yeah. I broke up with the person because, middle school romances don't ever last. I wanted to be with someone else. Well, I did a stupid, instead of breaking up with them normally, I did it through letter and kind of a riddle. And honestly, I shouldn't have broken up with this girl because she was very sweet, very cute, very funny. And now she's a lesbian.
Huh?
She's a lesbian now. And what's worse is I think after we broke up, she turned lesbian.
Okay.
So I guess I fucked her up really bad.
Well, thanks a lot.
Anyways, so, I was being bullied relentlessly by her and by other people.
What?
Oh,
And, I went through a very, very dark time. And, my little friend group that I had built since 6th grade, 5th grade, a group of outcasts and misfits, a group of people who had nowhere else to go to, but we found each other. We actually split. We were fighting, and it was basically a civil war. But you know, it was bad. I lost some of the friends because there was me and another friend that were kind of like leaders, and he had his followers and I had mine. And Trevor and another one of our friends that'll go unnamed who starts with an A, and then another person, they went with us, while the other guy, the girl I went with, the one that I broke up with that girl with to get with, she broke up with me to get with him, and then like a few other people went with him, and another one of our friends went with us. But we fought, and it was bad. Our group disbanded, and it hurt, and it was over a stupid argument too. I don't remember what the fuck it was. But we fought, and the cause of that was, you know, people were bullying me and harassing me nonstop over and over, and for the first time I didn't know what to do, so I thought of ending everything. As I said, this is a trigger warning. Ever since then, I've been depressed, and I've had suicidal thoughts, intentions. I've gotten way better now, but, you know, it used to be way worse. I'm getting the help. Before anyone is curious, I am getting the help. I actually am in counseling. Sugar Plum can attest to me because, you know, I was over here whenever I did mine.
Yeet.
My first one of the semester this year.
Of all noises you can do, you did that one.
Yarp.
Yup.
It's just weird ass car.
Anyways, so
Your turn.
we so I had planned everything out. My mother, my mother, my stepdad, my sister were all gone. The only one that was home was my little brother, but he wouldn't have noticed. And I went to the tub. I had written all these letters. I actually had one for you that was like 2 pages long. And I was just unhappy.
Or Cookie.
And so, you know, I hopped in the bath, and whenever I went in, I closed my eyes and had knife to skin, and I blacked out, but I saw heaven and hell that night. Then, most people think I'm joking about that, but I did, and it was terrifying.
You and me both.
It was fucking terrifying, and I was given the choice.
I didn't see heaven though.
Continue on my path and end everything, or fight through it all. And yes, I have had relapses and I have slipped, but, you know, I've fought back. But I woke with the scars on my arms, you know, bleeding. I immediately threw the knife, and the blade broke. Like, I didn't hit anything. It landed on towels, and it broke in two. I quickly discarded all the letters. I don't have them to this day. I literally took them outside and burned them all. And became an advocate for people who've been fighting through this, and offer my story to help. But I've also helped quite a few people. And before I continue, I want to say, if anyone is feeling like they need help and they need to reach out, please do not hesitate, do not wait, because it really does help. And if you want to call, they now have a shorter number for everyone to remember, and it's 988. I'll repeat, the number is 9. Actually, wait, before I repeat it, I want to make sure, because I have a song that actually has the numbers. Music. Am I Alone? Yeah, it is. It's 988. So, if you're feeling like you just have nowhere to go to and no one to talk to and thinking of ending it, please don't. There's people that do care about you and love you to pieces. But, you know, please reach out and get the help that you need, because it really is important. and I'm babbling. It always happens whenever I talk about this stuff. I babble, but it's important, and it can save someone's life. Anyways, ever since then, I've fought with my own personal demons, and I've seen my own personal demons before. It's not a fun sight, I'll tell you that much. And unfortunately, a lot of times in my night terrors, it gets to that point. And you're not allowed to tell your story of you seeing hell.
Oh no, it's because Tree saved my ass.
But
Like, since you did, might as well tell mine. Let them know that they're not alone out there.
No. We'll do a proper stream, because I want to do a proper stream. If we're going to do that, I want to do a stream where it's just dedicated to that, and that only.
Depressing stream.
No. Seeing hell, that's something that you never get out of your head.
There's a lot of stories that I need to talk about this thing, but I don't want to do in this stream, because...
Getting stuff off your chest.
Yeah, so we'll do that together.
One of these days.
That's probably going to be the stream that we do, us three, but no drinking that one.
That's probably the only story the music lord don't know about.
It's true, but there's more that he doesn't know about me. There's actually some that Trevor doesn't know, because, we took a hiatus for 3 years.
3 years, we took a break.
Real name.
Is she doing a blep, or is that a little bit of crumbs under her nose? It's crumbs or something.
Music lord, you used a name.
What?
You said his name.
Yeah, Tree.
No, you said his actual name.
He didn't
Rico.
care. He didn't care. He said that we can call him that if we want.
That's like Shane.
He said first stream you can call him Tree, Trico, or Trevor. It didn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
That's why I'm comfortable with his. It's like y'all. I'm trying to keep y'all.
Everybody just call me Tree though.
They know his face because he was in some of my old videos.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
But no
None will know us. So
as
he's
I-
trying to respect us by keeping us anonymous.
exactly. You I might reveal eventually, but
I was thinking of doing a
you
promo
shut
on-
your whore ass up, Mr. Femboy lover. I love you, McCam. I love you so much, man.
No, I was thinking about doing like a TikTok
Super.
after we get like Animal Master or something to help promote our
Yeah.
podcast.
Well, I don't. Well, it's not even animal mask for me. I'll bring my mask next week. But no. As I said, we'll have a stream dedicated to this topic, and it's just gonna be me, Trevor, and Kieran.
I'm super close.
There's a
Very
lot
close.
of things that
There's a lot of things that we want to talk about. We want to do an actual stream where
Okay, I probably
we
did
actually.
something wrong, 'cause
Music
I
Lord got me in my
misunderstood.
feels now.
I'm sorry.
I was like that too.
You got me thinking about a whole bunch of stuff that happened.
I'm thinking. Let's just end it for the night because I don't really want to get any further, and we're actually hitting the 1 hour and a half mark anyway, so it's usually time we end it.
Yeah.
But as I said, one of these streams, it's gonna be a serious talk, and I will have the number to call pinned into the chat, so that way if anyone needs it, it will be there. Don't do it right now.
I'll bring it back up.
Or they could also just get a hold of us via podcast.
And it's like, we're doing this live, so if you have any questions or requests, you can shoot them in the chat.
Then we'll do our best to answer.
And I'm gonna make this a point next time to bring up at first before we start. If you have any suggestions, and I'll reiterate it at the end. But if you have any suggestions that you would love to see us talk about, anything at all, we will gladly talk about it. We will discuss it to the best of our knowledge. That's basically what we're doing this for. I wanted to do this as a sort of coping thing to, get out of my shell and, have some fun with some friends. Sometimes it may not be super fun, but sometimes it's like, serious.
Chaotic as hell.
It's chaotic, but, a lot of the times I wanted to talk about some serious things and some things that most people wouldn't believe in.
Yep.
And that's why I was like, originally we were supposed to do Weird Dreams tonight, but we fucked that one up. So
That'll be
next week we're going to be doing Weird Dreams. And I will say this, Chaos Control is every Friday.
We have agreed on that.
We have agreed on that. And as I said, in 2 weeks' time,
Oh my.
I would do Among Us streams, but here's the thing. I do not have it downloaded on here. I used to have it on my phone, but I don't have it on here. I need to get it on here, and if we were to do that, we would have to play it some way. If someone wants to buy me Among Us on Steam, if you're in the chat, I will gladly give you my Steam code, my Steam name afterwards, and you can buy it for me as a gift. I will gladly accept it. And I would love to play Among Us with you guys.
You whore. I've got it on my Xbox.
I had it on the phone. I used to, but
I still have yet to play.
oh, shut up, Cam. I would play with you too. You can be in our little thing too.
You'll play with anybody.
You're damn right. We can even do like a call through Discord.
Yeah.
I am so close.
Anyways, I don't think I have anything else to say. So next week, as I said, we're going to be talking about weird dreams.
No, trust me. I got a lot of
Totally accurate battle. What's Tab G?
Totally accurate battle simulator.
No, that's tabs.
Oh.
Tab G. Totally accurate battleground.
Look at the next one.
I saw it. I'm choosing to ignore him.
Shame on you.
Shame on you, Cam. I'm daddy. Get it right.
No, I'm daddy. You're bitch.
Anyways, next week, we will be talking about the weirdest streams that we've had, and I have a whole book, but I'm not going to go over those. I'm going to go over, Totally Accurate Battleground. Okay. I might look into that one.
Sounds like PUBG. Is it similar to PUBG?
No. It's like, you know what Tabs is? Totally Accurate Battle Simulator? It's like that. It's from the same
okay.
people. It's a battle royale.
It's a free-to-play battle royale.
Anyways, so next week we'll be talking about the weirdest streams that we've had. I have 3 or 4 I can think of that are bizarre.
I have 4 to 5.
3 to 4 for me.
So, but besides that, we will, I guess this is going to be our closer. So, anyone have any final, want to say goodbye?
Badger.
Good night, everybody. I hope y'all have a great night, and don't forget to just check on our podcast every Friday.
That's Sugar Plum for you. Ari.
Owie.
Dreep. You have anything?
Good night, y'all, and remember,
Good night, y'all.
I kind of stole this quote, but it has a little meaning to it. So, the quote is, live a little.
Little doo-doo-doo.
And Neko says good night.
He's out of it.
Yeah,
he has
he's
a
out
slight
of it,
headache.
so-
He has a slight headache.
He's not feeling too good.
It's fine though.
Yeah.
And remember, be safe. Have
In more
fun.
ways than one.
Have fun.
In more
Enjoy
ways
life.
Than one. In more ways
I am
than one.
And remember, memento mori. We will die.
Eventually. Hopefully until we're all wrinkled, but you never know.
I am so close.
You're very close.
Yes, yes,
So yeah.
Can you
But
find the
I hope
list?
everyone has a good, safe night. And if you have any suggestions and you know me personally, please shoot them my way. I don't mind. Or if you want to leave them in the chat, I do check chats, both live chat and the normal chat.
I also do that.
No, I mean like afterwards. I check the normal chat.
Oh, I do
afterwards.
too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either Tree or myself will check the chat, and if we find anything interesting, then yeah, I would love to do gaming streams. I really would. I honest to God would.
I would actually do some too, but mine would be more fighting. Tree is a specialist in horror games, and then
Oh God, I swear we're gonna
See,
play
that's what
those
I'll
two
do. It's
games.
like, if we're gonna stream a game, I'll probably stream a Tree, and we'll do like a horror game.
or an action game. I'm good at those.
I suck at action games.
If
I
y'all
actually
gonna make
wouldn't-
me play Evil Within, I'm gonna kill y'all. I hate that game.
I hate that game, too.
I've made him play it 2 times, one on hard. He did not get halfway through the game.
I beat it on hard. I hated it. And you know what's worse is I didn't want to do
No,
it.
He-
it was
he
not
gets
hard.
stuck.
It was Master, I think.
It was the one before the final one. The one where the one hit kills you.
Oh, that one.
That took me 38 tries. I hated that
I'm
game.
not-
Now, if we do gaming streams, I don't mind doing like Midnight Suns, which is actually a really good game. Got the DLCs for it.
Yes, but keep in mind, we have to have a game that we can all play relatively easy on my computer.
Yeah.
So that way we can all stream it together.
I don't know about on a computer.
That's why I said Among Us would be a good starter.
You can easily play with any device with that one.
Exactly.
Be a little bit easier.
Cameron? Yes, Cameron. Yes, Cameron. What is it, Cameron? Play the Bad Time Trio.
Bad Time Trio.
Tree?
What?
You know what that is?
Bad Time Trio.
It's FTP. FTP. It's a browser game. I'll look it up.
FNAF. Can't go wrong with FNAF.
But no, if we're gonna play Among Us, I would love to play it on a tab. I'll look it up after the stream.
Give us a little.
But no, we'll discuss more about like a gaming stream, and we can actually play like games and talk. Oh, free to play. That's what F2P means. But no, we can talk about more, and we can actually have decent conversations while we play games. But
Oh, I do a lot of cussing. I tend to focus on the game and go all out.
But if we do a gaming one, it'll be mainly on Twitch because that's where I do most of my gaming anyway.
I actually want to start, but I gotta figure out how that I could do it.
I
with
think
the
I know what you're
TV.
talking about then. I think I might have seen that one then. Look it up. I do know that one. Oh my god, I do know it.
Oh, that won't work.
Undertale Sands, Underswap Papyrus, and Story Shift Kara. Oh, I know that. Oh, I love that. I know that because I fucked around with that for a while. It's really cool. Anyways, I'm stuttering now. I'm trying to think of things to say, but if we do play games, it will be on Twitch. If we do like an Among Us thing, I would probably do it on here. I'll try to do it on here.
I want to figure out how to hook up Twitch to where I could do it on TV and play games.
Well, it's very simple.
I already know how to do that. It's kind of simple.
All I do is I just hook up my HDMI cord to the TV and stream and move and make it like two screens, and we have the chat the chat up there and the game on the computer. So that's what I usually do sometimes.
Yeah. I know we could get into Call of Duty.
No, I'm not. I'm not a Call of Duty fan, unfortunately.
Hey, none of us start out as a Call of Duty. I sucked when I first started.
Oh,
I
me
really
too.
did.
I'm
I
terrible at
died
it.
a lot, and then I started playing more and more, and
I don't know. I'll probably start off with like if we're going to play a 4-player game, or like at least a 4 or max more player, it'll probably be Among Us. We can probably play like that, but I think if I'm going to start off with any game,
that's the way to play it.
it'll be like I'll play a game in the background and we can talk, or we'll have a 2-player game, or we'll have a game where we switch off.
Mario Party.
Yeah, well, no, it's like if we're gonna do that, I want to show the screen, and I don't have my computer doesn't have an HDMI in and out. It's just an HDMI out port.
So we'd have to.
If I had an HDMI in port, I would connect this one really cool thing I have because it's like an HDMI cable attached to a USB-C thing, and I could plug in my Game & Watches to it and play it like that.
Next time we go to Walmart all together, we'll see about seeing if we can find one.
Yeah, but besides that, I don't think I have anything else. So I hope you all have a good night, and we'll see you all next week. And as a reminder, 2 weeks time we're going to be starting our D&D.
Suggest something like Titanfall.
I've heard. No, I can't.
Titanfall is not a.
I'm sorry, Cam, but I didn't like Titanfall whenever I played it.
I tried it out. I just could not get into it. And
Left 4 Dead 2 could be a cool one.
I've got Left 4 Dead 2.
I want to play it. But
I remember that I got Left 4 Dead 2 for me, Tree, and Neko.
yeah, so I wouldn't mind playing that one, but no,
I got good at playing that one just because I used to play with my nephew.
as I said, in 2 weeks' time on Saturdays, we're going to be streaming D&D on Twitch. I'm not going to do it on here because it's going to be very, very profane, like worse than this. And I'm not going to go into details about it because it's bad. But
Blame it all on Music Lord.
yeah, it's all my fault because I'm a perv. I wanted a character who's basically
A man
fucks
slut.
a man slut. I wanted a man slut of a character, and I got my wishes.
Yes. And it's gonna be hard to deal with that.
Oh, it is. It is.
Let's just say that he's probably our only chance at winning.
Yeah, because I'm the bard.
And Borbs are pretty powerful.
Yeah, especially since if I get to
A
level
lot,
15.
a lot of people say that they are downgraded and all of that.
If I get to level 15, I can have wings made out of music notes.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him a
Bard.
custom class.
Yeah, bards are good, but it all
Wow.
depends. Every race has their own unique features.
Yeah. Anyways, so, but yeah, stay tuned for that. And whenever we do that, I will make an update before we go live on Twitch saying, hey, we're going to go live here and put in the thing.
We feel our D&D will be more of a porno.
Yeah, unfortunately it will. And for the D&D, you will see my face. You might see Tree's face, but you won't see anyone else's face. But yeah, so anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you guys next week. Have a great night.